What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be breaking down The Flash's Season 8 Episode 5 trailer. So we start the trailer off with finding out that Thawne messed with the timeline once again, and this time the timeline is somehow fighting back. Obviously at the end of last episode, Thawne said he was going to mess with the timeline and all that stuff. So how exactly is the timeline going to be fighting back? I'm going to assume that Mia Queen's Green Arrow is the reason for this. Maybe like the timeline sent her, sort of, to fight against Thawne or something along the lines of that. And speaking of that, we do see Mia face Thawne, so a little Green Arrow versus Reverse Flash fight, which, will be pretty cool to see. But we also see Thawne's hand, like, hovering over his wrist, so maybe he's, like, using a portable Gideon here or something like that. We also see Mia with her bow aimed while in Star Labs. I'm guessing she was somehow notified that Thawne was in Star Labs. I don't know how or why she would be interested in Thawne, but I guess we'll find out in the episode. I highly doubt she just, walk into Star Labs aiming her bow, because I'm assuming that she knows that Barry and all of Team Flash reside in Star Labs, and they're obviously not the bad guys, so I don't know exactly what's going to be going on here. We then hear Barry say that Thawne tried to take everything away from him piece by piece, but then we also see a scene where Thawne and Barry are in the speed lab, and it kind of looks like Thawne is contained, so maybe they caught him or something, but I could definitely be wrong here. But Thawne must have done something to Mia, as she says that they should give Thawne what he deserves. So I know in the synopsis for this episode it said that Mia was like searching for a lost loved one, so maybe like Thawne like somehow killed William or something along the lines of that. I'm not really sure. We also hear Despero say that it's possible for Armageddon to still happen, only this time it would be the Reverse Flash as the reason for it, and by Reverse Flash I mean Eobard Thawne, and not Barry. So I think that's going to be really, really interesting to see if that actually progresses at all in this episode. Now, at the end, we do see the power at Star Labs go out, so, I don't know, maybe the work of Thawne in the Time Vault or something like that, or who knows, this could be like a result of a reverse Armageddon. I think that would be really cool. So, with that out of the way, now, what do we think is going to happen to Thawne at the end of this episode? Do we think he's just gonna, run away and just say he'll be back one day just like always? Or do we think that this is where his storyline ends, or at least the Tom Cavanaugh version? I am going to say that the Tom Cavanaugh version is going to come to an end in this episode. At least that's my prediction. Because, he just really just kept getting away. It doesn't make sense that his face is Tom Cavanaugh still. So I think they should definitely bring back Matt Letcher to play the Reverse Flash, because he's the real version of Eobard Thawne. Plus, I think he'd actually probably look pretty good in the new suit, the new Reverse Flash suit. So I just think it makes sense, and I just think if they're going to set up that final confrontation between the Flash and Reverse Flash, like a final battle to end the show, I definitely think Matt Ledger needs to return in some type of way, and presumably I'd say it's going to be a younger version of Reverse Flash in the finale of the show. But yeah, guys, I'm also really looking forward to the cliffhanger that we might get at the end of Episode 5, or the final part of Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to end up doing with the Reverse Flash, how they're going to continue that storyline, and as well as, the trailer for Episode 6, which unfortunately doesn't appear until March, which we know in Episode 6, Eddie Thawne's going to return, Joe West is going to return in a flashback scene, most likely. We know Bart and Nora are going to be there as well. But yeah, until March, we're really only going to have the trailer for Episode 6. But I'm also really looking forward to, if they might tease the next villain, like whether it's going to be, like Cobalt Blue, Red Death, or someone else. I think they should definitely somewhat tease the next villain for the second half of The Flash Season 8. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on all the new Flash stuff we've got going on. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.